2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too. A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Miami Heat. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic has captured league-wide admiration. The Hall of Famer player and executive Jerry West said, "We are watching genius, a superstar who will go down as the best player in Mavs franchise history." Considering Dirk Nowitzki was there for a long time, Kevin, the praise from Jerry doesn't get much higher or from a loftier perch.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Miami. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
And when you look at Miami, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
So here's Miami's starting group. Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hero in at the point. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Not a fast start here for the Heat. It's a 5-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Launches it. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Doncic.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, disciplined, and that's a beautiful pass.
Here's Hero, guarded by Doncic. Here's Adebayo, and the shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Hardaway for 3. Marjanovic, and yes, it's good.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
The Heat trail by 5. Here's Hero. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him. They saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Heat getting the bucket. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And that one's good by Butler.
Nice job by Butler. Really worked on the catch-and-shoot jump shot, getting it off a little bit quicker.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Basket good. Doncic has got 7. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the dunk by Doncic.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Outside Butler. Here's Hero. Guarded by Doncic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hardaway from outside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Heat trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Miami. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the flow of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Goran Dragic.
And so confident, even amongst the trees. Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he can't hit the second.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. A chance to check out the shooting guards across the NBA that have averaged the highest number of assists over the last month. Third is Luka Doncic.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Offensively, the two guards are so advanced. Their passing is the extra dimension that gives them the leg up on your typical NBA shooting guard.
Olynyk finds Iguodala. Now Dragic. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Doncic, here we go.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. They trail by 7. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint. And Goran Dragic last season coming off the bench for the first time in his 8 years in the league really excelled in that 6-man role.
He did. He's a guy who creates his own offense. He's also a guy who can organize the reserves and keep things flowing. All about finding ways to continue to flourish, and he did it.
Dragic with a wide open look and the 3 off target.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Only 1 miss in his first 8 attempts, coming out of the gate strong.
The Mavericks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. .107 left in the first quarter of the game. Now Iguodala. no good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. That did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Finney Smith in a strong finish with two hands.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
Here's Dragic. Banked in off the glass. Dragic has got 6.
He's an aggressive competitor. Goran Dragic able to finish through contact.
Hardaway for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his team.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're getting confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler's playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just stretching out the floor at first, they had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. That one goes in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Richardson outside. Finney Smith kicks to Richardson. They get it back. Doncic misses the layup.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Bam Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Nunn passes to Dragic. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. 6 to shoot. Drops in the tray. Richardson's got 5 now.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now the pass to Adebayo. Here's Butler. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. He's got 8.
Look, when you play against Jimmy Butler, you know you're in for a battle. Excellent job extending the possession.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Marjanovic, no good. The Heat trail by 11. Down low. Nunn passes to Achua. The lead now in single digits.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him, they will pay a little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
20 feet out, and too long on the shot.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
The Heat trail by 11. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Hero. Guarded by Doncic. Wide open look. Hero, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Finney Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler, a guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Outside, Robinson fires it up. And again, it's the Heat missing. Mavericks leading by 12. Richardson, great positioning on the putback.
Pushes it quickly, and he gets something before the defense can set up. Richardson's a good finisher in transition.
Heat have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Butler. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Richardson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. Adebayo passes to Hero. Here's Adebayo. Guarded by Hardaway. 11 feet away. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 14.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Harkless is checked in for Myers Leonard. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And that one's good by Butler.
Everything's been working for Butler tonight. He's developing the identity of a superstar.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. No good with the triple.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Hero. And here's Adebayo. Doncic with the steal.
That was slick right there. Great timing to come up with that. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And some changes here for the Heat. Olynyk comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Iguodala in for Robinson. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Dallas, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And so he makes both from the line. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Hero. He dishes it to Iguodala. The Heat rebound. Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A powerful athlete who's still developing his skills. Adebayo has become a threat at the offensive end.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Kendrick Nunn, he's jacked in for the Heat.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that. And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 6 points. The Heat trail by 15. Iguodala kicks to Nunn. The shot from the low post is good. Nunn's got 8 here in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Doncic, and he makes that one. Doncic has got 30 points.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Looks like this could be an upset in the making. I'm Ernie Johnson with the deal O'Neill. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 30 points, 4 assists. Luka Doncic surprised many people with how... And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Hero. Adebayo is out there with Myers-Leonard. Then it's Robinson, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Adebayo. That one misses. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Richardson. Yep, that one goes. Richardson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Mavs. Kicks it to Robinson. Hero passes to Robinson. Fires the 3. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The burst of athleticism of Butler is fun to watch. He is a tenacious dunker.
Doncic feeling it out. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number one. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Outside Hardaway. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
Good on the shot.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Dallas calls timeout. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that talent?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I get $200 million invested in the guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The drive by Doncic. Here's Finney Smith, unable to get that one. Great D that time from Leonard. The Heat trail by 11. The shot by Butler, nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Passes it to Marjanovic. Hardaway for three. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
That doesn't go either for Butler.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it. These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Dragic against Doncic. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
You're going to have to foul Bam a lot harder than that if you want to prevent the N1.
A different look for Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson. And Adebayo, no good on that one.
And you look at the career shooting percentages for Myers Leonard. 48% from the field, 39% from three-point range, and over 80 from the free throw line. How is he averaging less than 20 minutes a game for his career?
You know, GA, he's probably asking the same question. But what I do love is he does the little things. And his scoring, he's efficient. He's earning his keep. Has a chance one day to be a 50, 40, 90 guy.
From past the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Butler's got his fourth rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. Hardaway for three. Connects from three-point range. Hardaway's got 19 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
He gets that one.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Doncic against Dragic. Achua, the pass to Butler. Here's Dragic. The Mavericks pull it in. Finney Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hardaway, and the rejection by Iguodala.
And Iggy demonstrating his trademark defense yet again, just a shot block.
There's Dragic with the three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got 9.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
The finish in the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Dallas calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Heat. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Goran Dragic. Pass to Marjanovic. Richardson outside. That three off the mark. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 14-point game. They get it again. Achua, and it's blocked. And he gets it back.
Now, I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Achua. Heroes checked in for Miami. So he gets them both. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Doncic against Nunn. And it's Doncic missing. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat. Doncic against Nunn. And it's Doncic missing. Miami's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Nunn passes to Hero. Back to Nunn. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Nunn's got 12.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
Hardaway, no good. The Heat shooting around 48% so far in the third. And slam dunk by Butler.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Reese Harkless comes in for Olynyk. Robinson is subbed in for Kendrick Nunn.
What I like about Jimmy Butler, he excels on both ends of the floor.
Yes, that goes in. Marjanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
27 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Hardaway, and he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by 13. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Hardaway. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Robinson passes to Achua. Back to Robinson. And that one goes long. Mavericks leading by 15. Outside Hardaway. And he converts the layup. Hardaway has got 23 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Harkless. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
The drive by Doncic. Great D that time from Leonard. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Robinson. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo comes in for Achua. And it's Butler in for Maurice Harkless. And stolen by Richardson. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. Knocks it loose. Here's Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop.
Tyler Hero being very active on the defensive end, capitalizing on the opponent's mistakes.
The drive by Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. The first one falls. All free throws good from Doncic. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Hero. And count it from 19 feet away.
That's his signature move, Tyler Hero, using the screen to create just enough separation.
The drive by Doncic. And the rejection by Leonard. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Inside, Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Pass to Adebayo. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You have to pay attention to Butler when he's flying toward the basket for an alley-oop.
Here's Doncic. Chalk up two there. Doncic has got 42 in the game.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Adebayo with the bucket.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And Doncic throws it down.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. Now a timeout called by Miami. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Here's Butler. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Richardson the bounce pass. Here's Finney Smith. Miami grabs the miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Doncic against Dragic. Dallas leading by 15. Hardaway finds Marjanovic. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. Outside Butler. Pass to Robinson. And here's Adebayo. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Over Leonard. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Richardson outside. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lets the 3 fly. A new 14 for the Mavericks.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points. He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
The Heat trail by 19. Outside Robinson. Right side Leonard.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blown. And Miami called for the foul. That free throw good from Hardaway. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Here's Bradley. 1:37 left in the 4th quarter. Count that one.
Don't kid yourself about Avery Bradley. He's thin, but he's surprisingly strong, and he's tough.
And they double up Doncic. The shot is good off the backboard. Doncic has got 48.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Iguodala, the pass rolling it. He kicks it to Bradley. It doesn't go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Doncic. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. The free throw drops for Iguodala.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
No good on the second free throw.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And Miami has possession. Bradley, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
Beautiful execution, the rhythm, the timing, and Avery's a good finisher off the catch.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Doncic, good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. That free throw good from Doncic. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Dishes it to Olynyk. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were